Hey guys, Stanley King, riding heaven on earth today. Man, we went up to Northern California. We're all mostly from Vegas and Arizona. Went up, headed out with the local guys, and they brought us on a 50-mile loop that was heaven on earth. I've never seen single track like this before. Well, I've seen it before, but not when it was green and beautiful like this. I've seen some of this before, but our buddy Clark up there, local guy, he brought us out on this ride. He had it all looped out. Look at this. We went through Cat Town, Doggy Town, Elephant Town. He knew all of these old mining claims and mining towns in the middle of nowhere, and we just rolled through. He had everything laid out. He had it all ribboned out and put together just a first-class single track for us. 50 miles. I mean, he handpicked every single turn for us. I mean, look at this. If you're into enduro, this is heaven on earth right here. Check that out. I'm riding my KTM 300. That's a 2024 XC. Gearing was okay. Man, but I don't know. I wasn't even thinking about my bike. I just kept looking at the scenery thinking, this is so cool what he had picked out for us. And to be able to ride through these fields, this green grass, and see these views. Watch this right up here. Look at this view open up. And look what I do. Isn't that crazy? Clumsy, clumsy. Oh well, that was my only crash I think for the day, but after we were on top of the hills, he would drop us down into these valleys, and all of a sudden it was like, boom, you're on this Highspeed Woods single track that was so cool. And he had the entire trail cleared off. I know he and a whole bunch of guys came out here and cleared this out because every winter, look at that, those are old mining homes, like walls all over the place out there. We were going through so many old mining claims. You could tell there used to be hundreds, maybe even thousands of guys living out there working the ground. And there was machinery just strewn about everywhere. It was old stuff from like over 100 years ago, 120 years ago, and further back. Couldn't imagine living out here back in the day being a miner, and we're ripping on our single track. Just beautiful. I mean, again, I couldn't believe the trails that he had picked out for us and what great condition they were in. It was just incredible. It was like you just kept getting sucked forward through these beautiful green trails with perfect chocolate cake ground. Hard to see anything better than this. I don't know if I've been on a better ride than this one. Incredible. The crazy thing with this ride too, look at that. That was the guys going up the impossible hill. Look at this old equipment. We would just drop down off the mountains, and we must have gone into 4 or 5 different climates, environments. I couldn't believe it. We were on top of those mountains, and we're in the Manzanita, we're in the trees, and then like this, we dropped down from a mining hillside that was barren, and we're on it's like a mining cart road or something that they've made into a single track now. Just poison oak everywhere. I kept seeing it. I know poison oak, and luckily the leaves weren't on it yet, so it didn't freak me out that bad, but I knew it was there. I think this is where they invented poison oak, right in this valley, right here. But these trails, they just kept cruising around, and it was like, I mean, here there must have been a huge town that supplied the mines right above it. And these little seasonal creeks and creeks everywhere that we were riding through, they were just gorgeous. I mean, like I said, it was hard to keep my eyes on the trail when I was looking at all this beauty around me. You know, and I'm filming too, and I'm trying to think, okay, what looks super cool, what looks good, what should I film, what shouldn't I film? That's always kind of a problem, trying to be an amateur videographer, if you will, and ride a dirt bike as well. Now check this out. There we are in the pines, and we go right into the Manzanita, and then we drop into this trail. I believe Clark called this one the jungle. he was pretty proud of it. And I know the guys went out and they had saws on their bikes and they were cutting logs and clearing this thing out. Look at it, there's quite a bit of down timber there. But we kept going back and forth across the creek, and he told me when we stopped, he goes, turn on your camera, you're gonna love this one. There was just so much water flowing through there. I guess it was even higher a couple weeks ago, but they keep getting snow, and then the snow melts, and it's already, when we went, it was the end of April. So to have this kind of water on the ground was kind of rare, but man, I really loved it. It was beautiful. And the way the trails were, they weren't impossible, but they were just challenging enough. And you know, you didn't know what was under the water, what was going to go on, but it was fun. It was like the whole day you just wanted to see what came next. And Clark kept saying, you wait, you're going to see, like, all of a sudden it's going to be a road and then a single track and then a valley and then a hilltop and grass and it just rock face, whatever. But look at this trail. It's awesome. And I can't, you know, again, if I counted every single log these guys cut, it was in the thousands. I mean, these guys really have a lot of passion to keep their trails open. It's really nice what they do. And, you know, anywhere I go in the world, anywhere, if I make friends with the locals, look at those views. Just gorgeous. And here we go down the rock face. But anywhere in the world I go, if I make friends with the locals, you ride trails like this. You know, and it's like the same thing here where I'm from in Vegas. I know the awesome trails. If you just show up with a dirt bike and you don't know anybody, you're going to be riding dirt roads and kind of the super worn out, crappy trails. You're not going to be riding the so-called secret single track. You know, you come out to Vegas, you ride with me, you ride the good stuff. You don't call, you don't, you know, you just want to find it on your own. Good luck. None of us map this stuff. That's the other thing. People ask me all the time for coordinates. I don't map my trails, and I definitely don't map other people's trails. I let them keep their single track secret, and it's like this. It's just pure, beautiful, gorgeous. I'm sure if you reached out to Clark and paid him a couple grand, he'd probably bring you on a ride. He'd probably make sure you don't have a GPS on, but just a super cool dude. But that's everywhere in the world. You want beautiful single track, get to know the locals, make friends. I have not met a guy in the world yet who's not completely passionate about riding single track and enduro, especially the hard enduro guys. I mean, everybody's just, they love it. Very cool. I don't know if you saw that, but that was an old mining cabin back there. I think that trail right back there, that was the dude's driveway back in the day. So here we came out and then dropped down to the river, which was really cool as well. We dropped down 1,000, 2,000 feet. And last year we jumped in the river. We went swimming. The local guys thought we were kind of crazy, but that's okay. We don't have rivers in Las Vegas either, besides the Colorado. All right, so for the rest of this video, I'm going to let this thing run, and I'm going to show you again the green hills. I'm going to throw on some music. I'm going to let you ride with the guys here and just enjoy it, because for us it was fabulous. So again, Clark, look at this. Heaven on earth. Thank you, Clark, for bringing us on this great ride. Guys, if you're a member of my channel, a subscriber, it's great to have you here. If you're not, please subscribe. I put out content all the time. We're up at about 11,000 subscribers. It's a nice big community, and I love watching your videos as well. So, all right, guys. Well, hopefully you get a ride in like this in the next week or two, and take it easy. We'll see you out on the trail.